Before we dive into this video, I wanted to give a little bit of perspective on where this video takes place. And where it takes place is actually this town right here. It's called Tanjung Balai. We can't see the name of it yet because it's covered up with all these Google Maps pins, but when we zoom in, you'll see the name of this place. And I happen to be on my way back to Malaysia. Before Tanjung Balai, I was in the city of Medan, which is the largest city on the island of Sumatra, this big island here, and that, of course, is part of the country of Indonesia. So I was in Medan, and I was on my way to Malaysia, and I decided to go to Malaysia by boat. And that's possible from a couple of places in Sumatra. You can get a ferry from here, from Tanjung Balai, that goes across the Strait of Malacca to Port Dickson, right here. And you can also get a ferry from here. There's a city here called Dumai, and from Dumai you can get a ferry to either Malacca or to Port Dickson. But since this little coastal city of Tanjung Balai was closer to Medan, that's the way I decided to go, and I took a train from Medan down to Tanjung Balai. And let's zoom in on Tanjung Balai so we can get a bit of context here. We still can't quite see the name, but there it is there. Tanjung Balai. Let's see if it pops up. Okay, there it is. Tanjung Balai City in North Sumatra. And I think satellite view is much more interesting for this video. So let's click on satellite view. And you can see that there's quite a wide river coming in from the ocean to Tanjung Balai. And right here is where you get the ferry to Malaysia. Just upriver from Tanjung Balai, and then the ferry takes you down this river and then across the strait. So let's zoom in on Tanjung Balai. Here is the city itself. Really interesting place. It's my favorite place in Sumatra. I've spent a lot of time in Tanjung Balai on previous trips, though on this visit I was only there for 2 nights, and I happened to be staying at this fancy hotel right here. This is called the Grand Singgi Hotel. And I chose to stay there for a number of reasons. And one thing, though, that I was hoping for was to have really good, really fast Wi-Fi. And it turned out that the Wi-Fi in my room did not work at all. And my room in this hotel was buried so deep inside the hotel that even like mobile internet wouldn't reach my SIM card, wouldn't reach my smartphone. So when I was sitting inside my room in the hotel, I was completely cut off from the internet, and that plays into my story. Anyway, when I arrived in Tanjung Balai, I arrived at the train station right here, the Tanjung Balai train station, and then I set off with my backpack and I walked up to this road, crossed the river here. You can see all of this in one of my previous videos, and I walked to the Indomall Fast Ferry Company office because I had to pay for my ferry ticket. I stopped off here, paid for my ferry ticket, got all of that straightened out, and then I continued walking to this corner and then turned down here to go to the hotel. And on the way, I passed this park. And I'm not sure what the exact name of the park is. Down here it says Lapangan Pasir Park, and I believe this says City Hall or Town Hall. But the important thing is that you see this big expanse of concrete. And when I went by this park, this is essentially what it looked like. And if we go down to street view, you can see it, how I saw it that afternoon. So there's the park that I walked by. So this is the main square of Tanjung Balai, and it was completely empty, nothing at all to see. And there's my hotel there. That is the Grand Singgi Hotel. So I walked by this park. I shot some video there. I aimed my GoPro at the park, and I talked about it a little bit. And then I continued up this street and then checked into my hotel. So, as I said, when I was in my hotel, I didn't have any internet. And I needed to do a lot of things. I needed to book hotel rooms. I needed to deal with flights. I had to do my registration for the Malaysian arrival card. And all of these things, oh, it was so frustrating, even though I was staying in this quite, for me and my lifestyle, a relatively expensive hotel. It had the worst internet I've had in a long time, to the point that there was no internet access at all. So later in the afternoon, I had to go out. I had to leave the hotel and go find somewhere where I could at least connect to, mobile internet. So I left from my hotel, and then I walked down one of these small side streets, and I went to this fried chicken place. And I went in there, had some fried chicken and some French fries, and I sat there and I did all of my internet-based activities. Everything I had to get done, I did it through my mobile internet, through the SIM card on my smartphone. And then when I finished all of that, it was getting later in the afternoon, about, 5:30, maybe getting closer to 6. And then when I left the chicken place, I walked down this road, turned down this one, which led me back to the park, right to this point. And to my amazement, the park had utterly transformed. It had gone from a complete empty cement field, essentially, to a vibrant children's carnival. And these are very, very common in Sumatra. In fact, I had seen this carnival before in Tanjung Balai on previous visits. They actually had carnivals like this would pop up in different places around the city and in different cities in Sumatra. So it was something I was quite familiar with. But even for me, it was quite a shock to go from seeing this park completely empty, going around the corner to this chicken place, coming back around, and it was almost like magic. The entire park had transformed into a night market and children's carnival. And when I saw that, even though I was really tired because I spent the whole day riding on the train, going from Medan to Tanjung Balai, it had been a long and somewhat tiring day, but I decided I couldn't pass up on this opportunity, and I went back into the hotel, and I got my GoPro cameras, and I went back out to take a look at the park and shoot some video there. And the video you are about to see is the video I shot of the children's carnival and the night market, and I hope you enjoy it. Welcome to the bustling town of Tanjung Balai on a Saturday evening. And I was just thinking to myself when I was upstairs in my room at the I forget the name of it, the Grand Singhi Hotel where I'm staying. I was just sitting in my room and I was thinking, if somebody was wondering what Indonesia is all about, like if you're thinking about coming to Indonesia and what are you going to experience there, or maybe you've been here yourself and someone asks you, what is Indonesia all about? Like what's the vibe over there? I was thinking that I could go out for a short walk and I could show you, because here very near my hotel is the main park, Tanjung Balai Central Park. And I walked by it in the afternoon today, like during the daytime. It was completely empty. The whole park was empty. And then just as the sun goes down, this is what it turns into. I don't know where all this stuff comes from so quickly. It's like you blink your eyes, 1 minute it's an empty park, a minute later it's a carnival. It just comes up out of nowhere. It happens so fast. So anyway, here we are. Got to get across this street and just go for a walk through here. There's the first vibe of Indonesia. Just the traffic, right? But they have all these amazing old school rides for children. I've seen these in Tanjung Balai before when I was here, and I saw them all over this part of Sumatra. and they pack up really quickly. Like you can see, this one is on wheels. It's basically a trailer, and this is the trailer hitch. So when the night is over tonight, some kind of, like probably a motorcycle comes, attaches to this, and they just pull it away to a yard somewhere, store it, and then they bring it out probably Sunday night. I think these things are so cool. So it's kind of a children's park, as you can see. They've got like an art thing here. Kids can paint, buy one of these, sit down and paint it. A ball pit. What do you call these things? A balloon castle? I can't think of what these things are called right now. Got music playing there, so I better run away. Bouncy house, isn't that what they're called? Yeah, maybe that's like a bouncy house or bouncy castle. But yeah, look at this place. And all of this disappears. Everything will be gone by morning time, all these ball pits. There's another carousel over there. I like that one. Got all the lights on the cars, the motorcycles. So someone over here is busy scooping out fish. I don't know how it works though. Like, do you get to take them home? Do you want to take them home? Or do you just scoop them up and then put them in the bucket and then set them free again? I'm not sure. Oh, she caught one. It jumped out of the bucket. Oh, she got another one. And then I don't know how this all works, to be honest. Oh, yeah, she got one. She's an expert. Got a whole bucket full of them. Another carousel over here. I'd go for a ride, but I don't think they're designed to hold the weight of someone like me. I'm picking up on a theme for tonight. Carousels and then the bouncy house. And everybody's got music playing, so I can't stick around for too long. Hmm? Photo? Oh, sure, okay. All right, let's get in here. I walked by a whole bunch of other carousels, but I couldn't stop to take a look at them. They're all playing pretty loud music. Here's the scene here in the Central Park. Love that. Look at this. Even a Volkswagen Beetle. Volkswagen. Never seen anything like that. Yeah, these young boys even have actual motorcycles they can zoom around on. It's like a Mad Max, Thunder Road. And they've got traffic rules. Everyone's going around in the same circle. There's a Evel Knievel. I like this one. Looks like Knight Rider. Like the mother's letting her two daughters control. They're actually handling the controls. Oh, here comes it's the Volkswagen again. The Beetle. I even hear a siren out there. Like maybe they have
traffic control, like traffic police as well. Keep things organized. Nobody can speed. Okay, so I've rented one of these machines. Maybe I'll show you what it looks like before I go out for a ride. So this is the one that I chose. I like the color scheme, and it's like set up for one person. And it has a nice, look at that on the back. Very, very cool. All right. So hopefully I don't hurt anybody or myself. Hello? Hello? You really got to pay attention because people are coming at you from so many directions. And this thing doesn't steer very well. It's got really weird steering. Hello. It wants to go off in all kinds of crazy directions. We got some daredevils going against traffic. I definitely don't trust this thing to do any daredevil schemes. It's like the brakes don't work at all. Like there are no brakes. I've tried them and they have no effect. And when you turn the handlebars, it just goes off in all kinds of weird directions. Let's see if I can overtake the jalopy at least. Okay, this is top speed. I have it maxed out on the throttle right now. This is as fast as it can go. Now I just have to remember where I got it to bring it back to the right place. There's the jalopy. I'm lapping him. Oh, there's two jalopies. Yeah, I've been testing all of the brakes, the brake pedal, the brakes on the grips. None of them have any effect at all. But if you just let go of the accelerator, it just stops. So you don't really need brakes. Oh, there's the Beetle. Is that like a just married sign on the back? It's like they were going to run somebody over there. One more circuit of this Indy 500, I think. That was a close one. Could have used some brakes there, but there were no brakes. Whoa. Collision there. All right, max speed. This is it. It's as fast as it can go. But it really can't corner, so you really have to be careful. This thing will just flip over on a dime. All right. Time to pull it into the pit stop. Get the battery charged, change the wheels, add some brakes. Adding the brakes. My GoPro does not want to stay in place. I don't have a very good spot to attach it. All right. Here come the speedsters. Now, this is where I got it from, I believe. So there it goes, waiting for the next person to come and take it out. I wonder how crowded it's going to get later tonight, when more people show up. Sate Padang? Satu orang. Yeah. Hi, kitty. Here's a kitty waiting for someone to drop some satay. Saya dari Canada. Canada.
Name Mimi.
Mimi. Hello, Mimi. So there's the satay right there. Getting heated up. Yep, I'll have a seat. I was trying to find a Sate Padang place away from music, but can't be done. But I'm sort of midway between this and that music. All right, it is here, the Sate Padang. Looks great. Oh, thank you. And some water. And I have a view of the race course over there. Oh. My whole day seems to have been a struggle trying to find because I came here by train this morning from Medan. And even on the train, just getting comfortable in all the different seats, there was never enough room for me. I was just always jammed into spaces that were too small for me. And I feel the same right now. So yeah, I've got the Sate Padang, and then there's lontong here, the rice cake. I don't know if it's peanut sauce or not. Sometimes it's like kacang peanut sauce, but I don't think this one is. No, it is actually. A little bit of peanut flavor there. So that was it. I finished my Sate Padang. Very good. I shared the last piece with Mimi the cat. Very nice cat here. Having some issues, camera issues as always. My GoPro fell over twice, smashed into the ground, and I thought I lost all the video files. My GoPro went into this, repairing files sequence, but it seems to have repaired them after hitting the ground. But yeah, on my Jaws Flex clamp, I use that to attach it to everything. The rubber on the grip has just torn right off. It's all like it's just so old. I've used it for so long. The rubber has just rotted away. So when I try to grip things, it doesn't grip anymore. Yeah. So I need a new Jaws Flex clamp. And speaking of the spirit of Indonesia, like if you could bottle it and sell it, another element are like people who come to your tables or wherever you are and perform. I mean, you see that all over the world, but there's a certain, I don't know, flair to it here in Indonesia. So here, for example, is a dancing bear, and he goes from table to table and dances for people. Thank you. Terima kasih. That's my own dancing there. So what mystery person is inside the bear costume? I had a feeling it was a young woman, but I'm not sure. I had a lot of young friends sneaking up behind me, and they finally got their courage up enough to ask me what my name is. So, but I didn't get that on video. Hello. Oh, there she is there. Hello. What is your name? What is your name? You know? She told me before, but now she's become shy. This is another interesting display. I like this a lot. I'm not sure I've ever seen anything like this before, but it's for children to dress up dolls. You know, they have all the different outfits, and then you can change the clothing of the doll, and they have a dollhouse. So it's basically, you can play with all the toys, and you just pay a little bit of money, and then they can paint the paintings there. I was chatting with the woman running that stall, and for a long, long time, we couldn't really communicate until we finally, you know, went to, you know, Google Translate. But she kept holding the phone on an angle where you couldn't read the screen. Anyway, it took us a long time, and I finally, every time I tried to get close to look at the screen, she would kind of back away from me, and I couldn't read the screen anymore. So I finally got to see it, and turns out that she's like a content creator for Facebook or something, and she had a few key sentences in English. She wanted to record me saying those sentences, and then she would put it on her Facebook page or what, Instagram, I don't really know. And anyway, I did my best. I felt like I wasn't really delivering the lines properly the way she wanted, but I did my best. So I'm just going for another walk around the racetrack, basically, just seeing if anything else catches my eye. And there's something else over here. There's a ride. I've seen this all over the place. And the power for it seems to change. This one sounds like it has a motor, you know, like it's mechanized. We hear some people screaming, but it's a very popular ride. And then look at that. I think it's one of those rides you pay to get on, and you're hoping it doesn't last for 20 minutes. You know, you sort of need, you know, you need 2 minutes, and that's probably enough, you know, and you're ready for the ride to be over. So I'm going to take a chance that this ride has been maintained. Waiting for everyone to get off. Oh, I missed it. Can I get over here?
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe all the way up here. All right. I'm stuck in another chair. That's not big enough for me. There's not enough room. Canada. Saya dari Canada. I took my knapsack off. That should be better. But still, there's never enough room for my back or something. I need a lazy boy. So here's all the brave souls getting on with me. The torture has started. These kids, they're very familiar with it. He's so nonchalant. You really start to feel it. But again, these boys, they're actually climbing from bench to bench. You really feel like you could fall right out of the seat. You really could if you weren't holding on. You see that guy that runs the ride, we're in full motion and he just jumps on and then he jumps off again. It's crazy. But I've seen them like this before, where they were run by human power, you know, not even by a motor. Slowing down. Wow. I think they're just putting more people on. The ride is going to kick off again. I found the gas tank, just that little plastic bucket there with the hose. That's the gas tank. The motor down there. Going perpendicular. You know that sensation of your stomach falling out? I wasn't getting it as much as I thought I would, but at the peak of the curve, you really were going straight at the ground. And if you weren't wedged in here, you would just fall right out of your seat. You're that perpendicular. It's crazy. Oh, we're running the engine a little bit. One more time. Winding down, time to jump off. And that's something down there on the on the platform. All these bolts. Hopefully they aren't important. All right. I love stuff like that. I mean, the existence of that ride and the fact that all of those young children were just clambering all over that thing, you know, without parental supervision, without seat belts, without harnesses, like with nothing. Yeah, I just find that so cool. But you do have to wonder how many kids actually fall out of their seats, because it's a very, very real risk. I could feel it, you know. I would go straight down if I wasn't holding on. Yeah. There's one of the Volkswagen Beetles. And the jalopies. They're probably more expensive. A Hello Kitty Volkswagen Beetle. Check that out. It's awesome. So this one has the police siren that I heard. Even has like a radio built into it. So I just came out the far side of the park, and another one of these dancing guys. There's a lot of them around here. So I thought I'd walk back towards my hotel along the street. I haven't been down the main street this part yet, so yeah, more or less there you have it. As I said at the beginning, if you wanted to get a sense of what the vibe is like in Sumatra anyway, this is it. If you could bottle this atmosphere. Hello. This is Sumatra in a nutshell. Hi. So I'm going to end the night with one more snack, or two more, I guess. The martabak telur and the roti canai. They have a plastic chair here that I can sit on right next to the street. There is the street. It's going to be like this. Oh, here comes an elephant dancer. They all have the same equipment, you know, the same bucket and the music player. So I think they, you know, I think they work for a central agent or someone, you know, get paid on commission or something based on how much money they collect. All right, I have my snacks here. Everything is kind of wrapped up to go, but I thought I'd sit here for a minute and try a couple. I'm not sure which is which. Oh, actually, I think I know which is which. Woo. Hot. Hot off the press. Inside here is... Wow, that was really put together differently than I expected. Look at all that sugar on there. It's so hot I can't really touch it right now. And then this one, oh yeah, so that's the the martabak. For some reason, I wasn't expecting the roti canai to be rolled up like that with all that sugar, but yeah, let's give this a try while I'm sitting here. Oh, thank you, thank you. That is a lot of sugar. It's a kind of a dessert now. Oh, yes, please. Yeah, that'd be good. Yep. Berapa harganya? Oh, no? Okay. Thank you. Terima kasih. I think he saw me over here struggling with the heat, and he served me up a cold drink. Oh, that really hits the spot. So there's the martabak telur. I don't think I'm going to eat all of it here. I'm just going to sample a bit, wrap it up, and then bring it back to my just bring it back to my hotel room. It's nice, you know. Pretty much a very thick, tasty egg omelet. You know, it's an omelet more or less. And it comes with sliced cucumber, peppers, a few other things like that. And again, in the bag, there's also some spicy sauce, like in a little package you could add to it if you wanted to. And so, as I sit here enjoying my martabak, I said I wasn't going to eat all of it, but it all seems to be going away pretty fast. So I'll probably have it all while I'm sitting here anyway. But yeah, while I enjoy this, I think I'll bring this video to a close. As I said, I thought I could head out into that park and give a little idea of the mood of Sumatra, especially in these smaller towns where they have these sorts of carnivals all the time. Yeah, they're really quite enjoyable. But that's kind of what it feels like to be here. That's life in Sumatra. So with that, I'm shutting down, and I'll see you in the next video. thank you. How are you?
Selfie, selfie.
Hey, there you
Bro.
There you go.
Selfie, selfie.
Well, I have video again.
Hello, guys.
Hello again.
Hello.
Nice to meet you again.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Well, I have to get across. See you.
So tired. Boy, exhausted.